Lucky me. Oh. Not me looking at myself doing all of this and then totally acting like, what's up, y'all? Yo, I'm the funniest person. Okay, so come in, y'all. Welcome. So this is gonna be fast. You guys are probably used to me doing lives that are like an hour. That's not happening. Okay, I promise you. I just got done recording a message a minute ago that I'm going to edit, and I am not going to be going live anymore for like an hour unless I'm supposed to. So that means don't take your time. Ask me any questions, okay? Hey, Rashida. What is up, love? Yeah, I wanted to show my face. I just told my 10-year-old that I was not going live. He was like, "Oh, you're not going live?" I'm like, "No, not tonight." And then after I said that, it was like I just sit here and I just heard like, "You need to go live," but you need to go live. So, so here I am, and yeah, I'm just gonna share whatever message comes through to me. I definitely have been feeling the urge to talk to you guys about. I feel like it's like it's a never ending topic, but that just means that it's something that needs to be like programmed into y'all because a lot of you guys hear me say this and you hear me talk about this message coming through so strong for me. And then it's like we get back to life and we just kind of forget. And that message is to keep your eyes on the prize, especially with everything going on. I feel like so many of you, especially if you end up tapping into this live, this is specifically for you to not even, I don't even want to say like to avoid or not being distracted. I want to say that you are distracted. And this is a message for you to stop being distracted. Like, that is how strong the message is coming in. I'm telling you, I was just sitting here like, I'm not going to go live. I'm not going to go live. And then I feel like Source was just like, yes, like I'm like, I don't feel like it's hot. No, like whoever is tuning into this, you need to hear this. And it is such a crucial, like very direct message for you because there's a lot of things, guys. Like in these next, let me see, how many weeks do we have left? We have like 20 weeks left of this year. Let me see. Let's see. Time is so crazy. 21. Okay, so 21 weeks. So we have 21 weeks left in this year. If you are watching this live, this is for you. This is a reminder. This is a direct message from Source, from your guides, your ancestors, your angels, whatever it is that you want to call them, that is reminding you that you're not as focused as you think you are, that you really are not like able to even, or you haven't been able in the past, because we're speaking about moving forward and changing this. You haven't been able to like stop yourself from social media or whatever kind of thing that it is. It could even be like being in love. It could even be like, or wanting to be in love, some type of distraction that is like definitely having you where you're not doing what you said you would do. Like not even in the beginning of this year. If you look back a few weeks ago, 6 weeks ago, a few months ago, the plan that you had set in place is really not really happening. And if you're watching this and this resonates with you, then that is why you're here. This message is for a few of you. I would even say the majority of you that end up tapping in. But but most definitely just a reminder that, don't be delusional about it. Don't tell yourself that you really are like focused and on top of your game and you're really not. You can tell because what has been progressing. Like, what does your day look like? How do you wake up and how do you go to sleep? Do you wake up and the first thing you think about is your tasks? And thank you. I didn't know it was ready already. Okay, messy, right? And so, look at my children are just amazing. They just cook dinner. And so, yeah, this is about you really, really needing to stop playing. Stop playing. Like, that's all I'm hearing, y'all, is stop playing. Tell them to stop playing because you've been playing with yourself. You know that you have. And for the things that are about to take place, I'm not just talking about like things within the world because in November it's going to get really real for the majority of us. But I'm just talking about you, like your own personal life, your own personal goals, the things that you wanted to do differently, like what you said you would do differently with your kids, with your partner, with yourself, and you just not doing it. You doing a lot of like empty scrolling through social media, you really feeding whatever the addictions are that you have instead of being like, okay, I need to set that down for a second so I can get this done. Let me go in on this for a couple of weeks. There is this thing that I really said I wanted to do. For the majority of you guys, it's some kind of fear. And that's a proof that you need to do it. And you're just not doing it. But you only got 20 weeks left to really make this thing count. 21 weeks left in this year to really make it count. So I'm just hearing like this urgency, like some this alarm going off. I'm getting focused. I'm saving and leaving. I have to. My life depends on it. Yes, absolutely. That is right. If this resonates with you, don't judge yourself. Don't be like, yes, like it's me, it's over, you know. Don't judge yourself. Speak it in that way of, okay, yeah, this resonates with me. And so thank you, source. Like I needed this message. It's clearly happening now. That's all you needed was this little correction, this little check. Because yeah, I'm speaking to individuals that have really like you've probably been on your game at some point, but you just haven't been lately. I can't say what it is. It's very general for the reasoning. You guys know if it resonates with you, then you know the reasoning. And I also wanted to share that while things look kind of crazy, I don't really know. I don't really know exactly how the world or the US is seeing things because I haven't been on social media in a month. Like I'm just now every once in a while I'm like sharing messages on my Facebook, but I got the strong urge, for those of you who don't know, who didn't tune in to any of my lives, I got the strong urge to get off of social media at the beginning of last month. I mean, like when I say the strong urge, I'm talking about direct channeling, like messages that were telling me it's about to get crazy. It's about to get real. And if you want to get these messages that you're supposed to get for next month, you need to get your ass off of social media. I'm talking about like that. And 2 weeks later, Trump gets hit with a packet of ketchup and freaking Kamala, who wasn't being invited to any of the barbecues before, has all of us in an uproar. And I mean, these are things that I had no clue was going to take place, but I am so grateful. Oh my God, I say this all the time, y'all. The obedience that the Bible was talking about, it was not obedience to some outside source, it was obedience to yourself. Listen to your intuition. These flies, y'all, please ignore these flies, okay? I am in Africa, okay? That's all I can say. Because the flies be coming through the cement or something. They just like, they have to be around you. So when I record, they be like, ooh, like all up in the camera. But anyways, so, okay, what did I just say? Okay, right. Things getting crazy. And it's funny too, because I didn't know that those things were going to happen. But I did feel so strongly to share with you guys that you need to take a break. Like while I was getting this message very clearly for myself, I was also, if you guys remember, at the beginning of last month, even before I took the break, like a few days, like maybe a week or two before, every time I went live, I was talking about it. And I had no idea that it was really happening, but I could feel it. I just feel that it's a strong instructions to do that. Okay, yes, listen to yourself. The obedience is about, are you obedient to self? You are not separate from God. It is you. Being obedient to God is being obedient to yourself. Why are you not listening to your intuition? Why do you have these feelings? Oh, I feel like, I just feel like, I just feel like, and then you just ignore it. Like, humans love saying, I feel like. This is like our favorite thing to say. Like, like if we had a favorite, if we had a Earth planetary phrase, like it would be, I feel like. I feel like, I just feel like. This is your intuition, baby girl, baby boy. This is your intuition. And so, yeah, the message is for you to listen to it and then for you to not get caught up, to keep your eyes on the prize. It's a lot of things going on, lots of distractions, whether it's funny comedic stuff or really serious politic, really world stuff. Just know that as crazy as things seem, as a circus as my particular country is being right now, all of this is divine. I mean, even the tragic details, it sounds crazy. It sounds a little disconnected, but it's not a disconnection statement. It is a very real, what is really happening behind the veil, and it is all divine. It is all for us to get to this point of this split. This, and I think that's the urgency of why these messages are coming through to me like this, because it's about the split that's taking place. You guys have heard me talk about this new earth, which is the prophecy of the Mayans, the prophecy of the Bible, talking about the rapture. I mean, there's so many different cultures, the Aruvitic culture. There's so many ancient tribes that you can look up who's talked about these years of like 2012 and that awakening, and 2023, 24, like the veil being lifted off and going into 2027, when we really literally have this earth splitting. Like it's already happening, but it's like it is completely split during this time. And are you kidding me right now? And in order for you to be on the side that you most likely want to be on, you want to start this process now of listening to yourself, of keeping your eyes on the prize, of making the moves. Stop telling yourself that you're going to do it. For those of you who feel this urge, I know I've been saying this for so long. If you feel this urge that you're supposed to leave your hometown, the city, the country, some of you, not everybody's supposed to leave the country. Now, it would be no more humans in the country. So we know that not everyone is supposed to, but if you feel this urge, why don't you have your passport? You got to stop playing with these kind of things. You will not leave that country, wherever the country is, without your passport first. You and your kids or your loved ones who are going, you guys have to have that. So you got to stop telling yourself that you need all these hundreds of dollars, and do it one by one. Do it little by little. This message is about whether you're supposed to leave, move, start a thing, start speaking out, sharing things, sharing your story or whatever it is. Do it. That's all I'm seeing is like this push. It's like you're not doing it, and you might even think that you're doing it sometimes, which is kind of like delusional, because you're really not. And you're just like forgetting that you're not. And then you'll like get into this mode where you might feel like this cycle of like guilt or depression, or like this cycle of like, dang, like I'm not even doing it. I know I'm supposed to, but then you're not doing it. So I know I sound like a freaking record, but do it. You have to do it. Be like Nike and do it. This is the time. These next 21 weeks are crucial, guys. Okay, it's 14 minutes. I swear to y'all, I'm not going over 30 minutes, okay? This is my own challenge for me to not go over 30 minutes. So let me know if y'all have any questions. It is so stupid that I even just recorded a video and there were no flies. And then I'm like live and just like the fly family coming in. But let me know if you guys have any questions, if you have anything to share, because I'm getting off of here at 30, okay? Or maybe even before that. Definitely don't, like, I don't know, like, it's just this thing about, it's so much of us being unaware of how these things are affecting us, like how like scrolling through social media and having these conversations of what's going on in the world, you're not even doing like it. Let's say that genocide and these tragic things that we see is really bothering you. I know someone who was not long ago like hospitalized because she put so much energy into what's going on in the world. I mean, it just consumed her. And I told her like something is going to end up happening to your body because this is like over stimulation on something that is not making you feel good. And she ended up being hospitalized, and it was actually really cool for her. She had a really spiritual experience with her passing out and everything. But I just say that because we just don't notice how much these things are affecting us. And I don't know, like, it's just time. That's all I can say, y'all. It's just time for like any of the procrastination and the like, I'll wait that you were doing for the last 20, 30, however long. I'm telling you that it ends today, okay? Allow it to end now. Allow it to end for these next 21 weeks. You don't want to go like, I say this all the time, but when I am preparing for the new year, I do not prepare like before the new year. If I am ready for the new year, I'm getting ready like 4 or 5 months in advance for real. Because if you think that you're going to just play with yourself for months and then all of a sudden when New Year's come, you're just going to be like on your stuff, you playing like that's not even realistic. You need to already get that momentum going. So this is the time for that to happen. We have the Lions Gate portal opening on the 8th. We are going into a Mercury retrograde towards the end of this month. So it just means a lot of reflection. It means a lot of opportunity for you to catch that ball of like motivation and ride it out for these next 21 weeks. Okay, just like paying attention. No more playing. Tell the friends no. Tell the people that are in your life distracting you, tell them no. Say no and feel good about it. So that you can get done what you need to get done. You are going to regret it. I will say that. For those of you who will be going when Earth does this complete split, and for those of you that will not be experiencing what you might desire now, this is your time to help yourself to avoid that. Like this is what I mean. Like you will regret it. You will be upset with yourself that you didn't take out these months and the entire next year, because it's going to get real, you guys. Portals are going to open. We're going to see a lot of like fake alien invasion, like attacks. I shouldn't say a lot, but we're going to see it, and it's going to be fake. And it's going to really stir up some stuff. It's going to really stir up some stuff and distract you even more. So that's just one thing, but just get ready. And a lot of you guys are going to be awakening during this time. You're going to be really like asking the questions of like, what is this place? You're going to start to realize what a simulation that you're in. And you're going to feel that you're not separated from God. You might think you feel it now, but if you're not living in your God self, if you're experiencing like low self-esteem, and if you're settling and all these different things that I'm talking about that you need to like comb through and work out for these next 21 weeks, then you do feel a separation. You do not understand how much you are source. So that's going to be happening, and you just want to get ready for that. Yep, I'm giving myself until March. Save. Yes, that is so good. Absolutely. And wherever you're going, make sure you do the mental work, especially if you're coming to Africa. Because people are always like, what do I need to come there? You need this, and you need this. You need to heal this and this. Because if you are American and you're moving to the continent, you are in for a amazing awakening. I'm being so careful with my words, but the trauma that comes out, the American trauma that comes out, the fact that people really think that, I don't even know how to say this, but we really think that we're being ourselves. Like we really think that we are like living in our true potential and being ourselves. And when you move to a foreign place, especially when the language is foreign, but even if it's not, that has to come out of you. And if you're from where I'm from, it comes out in a lot of different, really surprising ways. And I'm speaking this of personal experience and experience of what I see all the time from people from the diaspora. The conversation that none of us want to have. None of us that are moving to Ghana and showing everyone let's go and doing this Gambian thing and everybody buying their land and all this stuff. But people aren't telling you that there's a lot of trauma that is like spewing out of us, and it's causing people to have to move back. It's causing them to have really not so fun experiences here. You don't know this because people move back and they're silent about it. They're embarrassed. They're like, dang, like I took out all my 401k and I put all my eggs in this basket. I even told everyone what they need to be doing, because after we leave we think that we're supposed to tell everyone what to do. And I can say that because before I left, I was telling everyone who felt it that this is what you need to do. So it's not something that I'm just like starting to express or something. And I'm not telling you that you need to leave the country either. This is only for those of you who that's your mission. But just remember that it's just bigger than you making sure that you have like the local charger input and making sure that you have like your funds together. Even funds is another thing that we're going to be going into. We're going to start to understand that money is really energy, and it's not going to be such a tragic or like a big like a topic that gives you so much anxiety on if you're going to be able to even like afford your stay at whatever country that you're going, if you're going to be able to afford your living. When this split takes place, a lot of that is going to be changing, because that is just all based on our programs. The things that we've been programmed with. Girl, Africa humbled me so fast when I moved. Okay, yes, let's keep it 100, keep it a buck. It is not all glitz and glam. But if you're going to any country, the thing is that we really do like, you are in this space wherever you're from or wherever you've been living at the last few years, you're in this space of like safetyness, and whatever you have created as your way of being and what you think you're giving off to the world and how you think that you are, that's what that is. And you do your daily routines and your things based on that. So when you go into a completely different environment, when you're thrown into a completely different time and space, yeah, it has to come crumbling down. That whole thing that you had made up on who you are and who you were going to be, it has to come down. So just know that it's more than that. But for those of you who this is not your mission to actually leave the country, some of you guys are going to be leaving your city. Some of you guys are getting the urge just to go over to the next city, and you need to do that. You need to move on that, because as this split is taking place, we're going to see more and more people, what do you call it? Like living together, bunkering up, saving money, saving energy, saving on food and the quality of life, which is really new for us as Americans. We do not know how to live together. So this is going to be good. This is going to be a sight to see, and it's going to be good. Just remember that. When things look crazy, it's all good. A brother who was trying to help me find an ATM, but I thought he was following me. Oh my God, my oldest son told me to settle down because we aren't in the States anymore and it was okay to accept help. Ooh, say that. You see? This is like one of the main traumas that this right here comes out before they even get here. Like before people even get here, I have to remind them that we come from a every man for himself capitalist system. So we really have a problem with just receiving help. We come from a place where you ask for help and the whole family know. And now you looked at as someone who's lacking, and you failed as an adult and all these extra things. And so when you come from that environment and you go to a different country where help is the norm, where people have no problem serving and assisting you, it's a shocker. We think that you can't get help unless you have a man, or unless I shouldn't even say we think, because sometimes that is the reality because of our capitalist system. Unless this is like your best friend or you have a man or, a spouse or whatever, you don't really receive help as easily in most cases. If you're lucky, then you do come from a family that's like that. But A lot of us don't. So that's definitely a thing. And I've had people burn bridges. Oh my God, the burning of bridges that take place from the diaspora to the locals because we don't understand the help and we don't understand that we need the help. It's a whole thing. We have this hyper independence, a lot of stuff. But I don't want to focus on us just moving because this message is for so many of you that have nothing at all to do with moving. It's not necessarily movement as far as your environment, but just moving in your head, moving in your heart, like opening your heart, forgiving, like all the things that you know. These are things that when you go to sleep at night, when you get high, whatever type of thing that takes place, you might get sick and you start to have these reflections. You be like, damn, I need to stop playing. Like, I actually need to start doing that. I need to take that break. I need to tell this person no. That's what this message is about. It's about the movement on whatever level that it is. Oop, 26 minutes, y'all. I'm about to be out of here. I'm so proud of myself for like being able to like give y'all the message and stay focused on the time. This is a new version of me. But I really do appreciate you guys for tuning in. If you are enjoying this live, then please hit the thumbs up, share this video. You can share this video right now. I think you can share it right now without losing it. And even if it just touches one person, that means that I was obedient and I did my job for today. And hopefully you guys get that energy. A lot of you guys have a story to tell. A lot of you guys have something to teach. And this is just, I'm just a reflection of you. We all are. I don't mean to sound corny, but we all are one. It is true. There is no separation, guys. This is every religious text is telling us there's no separation between us. So allow me to be that reflection. Absolutely. Let me know if you guys have any more questions. I'm going to close here in a minute. I am closing. I have to say that because my lives only be long because I just be open to the channel and all these things. I'm like, okay, guys. And then something else comes through and something else comes through. And then you guys say something and then we just go on from there. And I just get this whole other message. And it's just like, we're not doing that, okay? We're going to be a little bit more, like, but I do have a lot of things coming for you guys with my videos and me just being obedient, sharing things that are coming to me. So look out for that. Your girl has been editing like crazy. And yeah, you can support me in any way. You can hit the super thanks button. If you want me to continue doing this, I wanted to go live every day and then I don't know. I think it was just like, I don't know. I can't really say if that was like I was getting too much energy was coming through or what. But I'm just gonna move like this where it's like if I feel it, I know you guys want me to give y'all time. I wish I could. People are always like, tell me what time you go live, but that is crazy, y'all. Like that's like a job. Like I quit doing that a long time ago. I quit working off of someone else's schedule. So when I try to do that, it's just not right. It gives me anxiety. And it's like, it's just not right. When I come here and I feel something and it's coming through to me strong enough for me to share, I know it's random, but I'm so sorry. But that's why I asked you, turn the notifications on. Please make sure that your notifications are on so that you get that little notification and then you can be here. You can be here with me. All right, y'all. 1 minute down. I appreciate you guys. I love you guys. I hope that this resonated with you. And if you want to have me as your quantum coach, if you want to change your life in a different way, using the right side of your brain and learning the power of your imagination and tapping into your intuition. That is what I do. For those of you who did not know, I help people tap into who they really are and just be able to be like your own director, healing from any trauma, those kind of things. But I do that in a way, with a method of giving you intuitive coaching, but then also showing you how to go into an altered state of your mind, showing you how to use your subconscious to create the life you want. So you can email me at oilindigo.com. You can also email me at dayla@womantree.com. I don't know how long this email will be available, but it is here for now. So you can email me on either of those spaces, those places. And all right, you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Until next time, thank you for rolling with a sister. Peace out.